Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to scrap some information from your email. So like this one. So for this one, this is email from a bank. So I got the credit card information about my account. So basically I have some information here about my daily spend on some stores or some information about my credit card. So I'd like to uh, scrap all this kind of information to a Google Sheet like this. Okay. So here I have the card number and date and time and currency. I also have the vendor information and the amount I spent. And also have the email ID and thread ID here. So basically we'll get this table from here. So some characters are Chinese, sorry for that. So basically this is card number, last 4 digits of the card number, and the date, and this is the time. Okay, this is RMB, and this is the name of the vendor, and this is amount. Okay, let me show you how this is. Okay, this is final product. If you go to this script, you run this collect data function. Okay, it's going to run through your email, your inbox, and collect all the information from your email, your inbox. Okay, so here I got all the informations about this credit card informations. All the information is in my email. Okay, so this is maybe very useful for some people who need to manage their credit card. Okay, let me show you how to do it, and I will explain you how to do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through the code line by line. I will explain the code a little bit. Alright, if you are using the same bank, I think you can copy my code. But if you're using another bank, and you can use my idea, and I will show you how to do it. You maybe need to change a little bit of your code and to do with your bank. Okay, and so if you are trying to use this file, please go to File and then make a copy of this file to your drive, so the code will also be copied. So let's rename it credit card info. Save it here. I'm going to close this one. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to delete this data here. So let me show you the code here. Go to from the tools, scrap editor. So all the codes are here. I'm going to explain you. All right. So from the beginning, here I have some functions. Get data function, and this get data function is a main function to get data from your email body here. Okay, here is a query. So if you put this query in your email, you will see the result. So all the informations you need to check. Okay, so you can add your query here to find the result you need. So this is very important. If this query is not correct, you may get the wrong information. Okay, so This is the query, and using this query, all these threads will be found just like you found here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 emails here, and we're going to go through these emails one by one. And here I have the IDs. So for this ID, I put it here in column G. So I don't want to repeat to check every ID, since I don't want to check to put the duplicate information. So if the ID is the same, I will not check. If the ID is already in this spreadsheet, I'm not going to pull the data for these IDs. Okay. So here I'm going to have the values here. So for this kind of values, I will explain this later. So I'm going to go through these threads one by one. So this is a loop for every thread. And here I need to check if the ID is already in the database here. If it's not in the database, so I'd like to collect the information from this email thread. So basically we will here have the message and the body. So it's the email body. This is so this body will be a HTML body. If you are using this method here, it will be a string, HTML string. So basically, you are going to find this information from HTML file like this. If you go to your inspect this website, your email body. So here you are going to collect information from this HTML file. Okay. So this body is a HTML body. So here is a very important function to find all. Okay, this find all function is to get the information just from this HTML body. This is very important function in this project. So once we find the matches, we're going to write the data, add the data, append the data to our database, to our spreadsheet. So here it is very straightforward. Okay, you get the data, and you just put the new data as below of your database. And here also, if you need to check if we find any values, any new values. Okay, and here there is no new item found. All right, let's go to this get ID function is very simple. It's just put all these IDs in column G to an array. Okay, so we can check its IDs here. So we can check its IDs if its ID is already existing in our database. All right, so this is a very simple function here. Okay, let's go to this find all function. So basically, this find all function is used to the regular expression to find the data we need. Basically, they're very similar. So here, I can delete these logs. So basically, this body is data we can see here in our HTML file. Okay, so let me show you example here. So if you're not familiar with regular expression, I suggest you to watch some videos on YouTube about it. It will maybe take you 30 minutes or 1 hour to learn about it. So basically I use, let me show you how to do it. So we have a website called Regular Express 101.com. You can test your regular expression here, then you use it in your code. Okay, so for this one, for the first one, I like to get the car number. So here is the car number. As you can see here is the car number, the last 4 digits of your car number. So you just copy this HTML. Okay, just call this element, and all right, kind of slow. And you also, so basically you so so this line is in your email body. Okay, so this is your regular expression, and this is your cards. I put it in an array. So I'm going to find all the card numbers here and push it to this card array. Okay, just like that. Alright, finally it's here. So you put your test string here. So this is a string. So we need to locate this this number. This is what we need, right? So here is your regular expression. So here I'd like to use so this angle, and I'm going to match so a number. Okay, so here you can see here we have 4 digits, so you can use 4 D like that, so you can match. So the found one match was found. You also can do it like this. It's 4. I think it works this way. So if you put it in parentheses, so as you can see here is the highlight as green. So this is the group here in your bracket. So in parentheses. So and you can add more information like since the backward slash it is used in this regular expression. If you need to use forward slash, okay, you need to escape it. So you need to use backward slash and forward slash. So that means actually it's a forward slash. Okay, here you can see it matches forward slash here, and add a font here, close it. So this is a regular expression we're going to use to find the car number, the last 4 digits of the car number. Okay, so in my script I just use 4 digit. All right, very similar. You can change it to this one. It's actually is a similar to. I think you can test it here. So it does the same work. Okay, and also you need to use some modifiers. I think so global like that. Find all the matches. Okay, so if you have another one, another car label here, maybe like 103, 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see here, we found 2 matches. Okay, so this is the way how to how we can retrieve the information from this email body, from this HTML file. Okay, so it's very similar. So once we can find the car number here, so we just push the car numbers to this array, and for the same idea we can do for the date here. Since the date information are 8 digit numbers, right? So here I use 8 digit like that, and this is for time, and this is for the currency here, the 3 characters. All right, and we also have the vendor information here. This is a little bit duplicate, but in this case but in your bank maybe something else like that, but you need to find a way to get the correct information and to build a suitable regular expression for this kind of information. So after I got all this kind of information I need, I put all this information is in an array here, as you can see here. So this is like a row information in your, I think in your spreadsheet. So I just put the car number, date, time, currency, vendor, and values here. And then at last I put the thread ID. So in column G here, so we can check if the ID is already existing in our database. And at last I'm going to return this result here. And once we get the result, we can, where is my result? Okay, so this matches, we are going to find all these matches values we need in our email body, and then we put these values, we add these values to our spreadsheet, just like that. So let me show you how to need to run it again. And, okay, so since this is the first time, so this is a new file I just created, so you need to do this kind of authorization process. Alright, it's running. So 7 items was added. So as you can see here, the ID is the same because we have 2 items inside in this information. So we have 2 items here in the same email. Alright, so same for this one. So if I delete some of them and I try to run this again, so it's only got 3 items since these 4 items already exist in our database. So we're not add the duplicated information in our database. Okay, and finally, and at last, I'd like to show you if you don't want to run this manually, you can set up a trigger here. So you go to this button, so it's like a clock. Go to this trigger button here, and you add a trigger, so it can run. This can run every day or every hour, like what you want. So you select the function, select the get data function here, and you select here a lot of options you can choose to suit your demands. So here you can put it like this. So like this, every time you open this spreadsheet, it will run this function. So it will refresh your data. And for me, I'd like to use the time-driven method here. So I'm going to use a daily check. So I'm day timer. So I set a time. So maybe 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So once I set this up, so the function, so this get data function will run every day from between 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So once I save it, it will run. So it will run and it will check your email box every day to make sure your card information will be put in this database here. Okay. So I think that's all for today's video. And if you have any comments or information, any issues, you can leave your comments below my video, and you also can email me. Alright, so thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.